it wasn't him, it was actually Lucas Brown, so our live timing was entirely wrong. Not sure what happened there, but
slower than they did in practice as well. Morelli was a second faster than that in
you should mind you, with Hakim Danish in his third year, can be very, very excited indeed about their future prospects.
Absolutely.
Singapore unfortunately started sick, down in 21st.
Yeah, so maybe he was in qualifying.
There is your third position on the grid, rider.
These guys are the class act, aren't they? Yeah. You know, and it's Brian Uriarte, the local hero, who's the one involved in that. Anyway,
maybe he was the rider that went wide or something over the gravel.
Right, so Veda up the inside, no on.
Rammersdorfer then, very easily identifiable, bright red helmet, Austrian flag colour.
Who looks most rattled at the moment has witnessed that bit of grass cutting that he did just before. Uriarte, no, he can't do it, but he's got past Hakim Danish, the pole man, and
thank you, Rammersdorfer, for making our lives a lot easier. Same goes. I mean, that's the biggest bunny hop I've seen in Rookies Cup in some years. So you know, we'll have to. I'm sure Red Bull will sort out a video of that. And
Veda now sitting in a very threatening-looking second place behind Brian Uriarte.
And for the likes of Christian Daniel Jr. as well, he's currently in 9th spot. He's got the big stars and stripes all over. Doing the little measurement of how far off the ground he actually went. Incredible. He
clearly doesn't have, you know, of course, Pratama set the fastest lap for the race so far in taking that second position.
His the American red, white and blue as well, as you can see.
But it is no plan B, Marco, half a second up his sleeve or anything like that, does he? You know, all these guys have shown one way or another that...
This is pretty fascinating, Peter. I mean, we're not seeing anything like this in Rookies Cup, with a trio breaking away at the start of the race.
Morelli, last year's winner here, that leads that group. Let's see if he can break away from them. They're very much on the limit.
And actually, as intelligent as Brian is he any more or less intelligent than he's for quite some time, I would say. I'm surprised to see Pugliese and Morelli not further up.
I don't think there's really any realistic hope of them putting any kind of a dent in the leading trio, though.
You know, Veda Pratama and Hakim Danish in terms of his racecraft, I think this lot are all pretty level, to be honest with you. But I've got to give a shout out to Carter Thompson. He's leading the chasers from the leading. Decent recovery for Singapore, who's actually off the back of this group we're seeing now. To be honest, they're pretty smart, crafty lads already.
That's right, and I think the great thing is
duo now, the number 50, well on the case in 4th place now.
Yeah, he did a 1-4.
He's in 14th position coming across the line, leading the likes of Ramadipa, Da Costa, Agustin.
Hakim has learnt so much. You know, he was self-critical in year 1 and year 2. He knew he made mistakes. 49.5, half a second slower than Uriarte and Co up front. Well, in fact,
Nelly, the Vietnamese rider, and also Monignani unfortunately falling back in this stage.
And he did do that. He learnt things the hard way, but he has, you know, stashed a full second slower than Veda Pratama. So they've got to find some pace as Carter and the rest of that
race. I wanted to give a shout out to Monignani because he qualified 10th position, which is
2 years of experience away in that head of his, and looks like he's making good use of it. Second place group, if they're going to have any chance of catching this trio with 11 laps to go. There's time.
A cracking step up that he's made, and he's looking really fit coming into this year as well. Down the back straight they come in this replay. This was Danish where he
it, but they're not doing the pace at the moment.
So as we look down to see how much training he's been doing in the winter period, great stuff.
And KJ, you know, he's going to be learning.
Overtook Pratama for the lead, and just, yeah, oh wow, and he makes the order. David Gonzalez, another new name as well. He's battling up further.
An awful lot from this battle. It's a high quality battle. A lot of great riders around him, you know.
Sit up a little bit as well, very nice. Just sending a bit of a message there. Come on, Hakim. Right then, he qualified 12th position. He's only a couple of spaces ahead of that, but he's
last year's winner, not least of which, of course, the number 95, and he'll pick up a lot from this. Really, and here we are again down the back straight again. It's still Hakim at the inside, but it's now Uriarte that
chasing pack, I should say, as Benyat Fernandez has recovered.
Good step forward, as you say, man.
Carter Thompson's also been doing plenty of racing elsewhere.
Comes up the inside of Veda Veda Pratama into second place. Just a lap and a half remaining now. Let's see who's...
Number 7 now in 7th place as well. And it certainly wasn't a flash in the pan. Once in the World Supersport 300 category. Got a win there towards the end last season and podium.
If anybody's got a little bit up their sleeve, this is the time to show it.
Time for a swig of 1 lap speed from Ramersdorfer as he's in 5th place still. So a bit of a recovery from that. He's really been setting the world alight there. I believe he's back there this year, although my World Super Water lubricate the throat for what's set to be a grandstand finish again in Rookies Cup to start. Early lap. Getting bullied out the way, I suppose.
And Veda had a nasty moment there that I think...
My knowledge at the moment's been a little bit less than perhaps. Let's off with the year, Peter.
Come on, stick your neck out, have a swig of water, and then tell me who's going to win this one.
Do you know what?
The front sort of tucked, he'd almost lost it. He's recovered okay, but he's lost ground. It messed up his...
I would like, but it's been a hectic start to the MotoGP season, so we can't be across everything.
So Veda Pratama on the...
It's going to be Hakim Danish.
It's going to be Veda.
Oh.
Veda's corner speed and his drive out of the corner. So he's obviously pushing the limit there because he got himself into a bit of 54, still leading the race, leading that trio. And there's still 6 laps going to do it.
Poor Brian. Oh, well, Brian Lilly proved us right. It could well be Danish. What did you do, Peter?
Of a trouble in that tight left-hander.
What can you say about Brian Uriarte, Peter? I mean,
it's to go. And I wonder just who now. It's an unusual situation, as we said, Matt, only having 3 guys battling.
That was your fault.
Cursed him.
You need to apologise to him later.
I do. But actually, I think really...
If there was anybody who had massive pressure on their shoulders coming into this year, it's surely him, you know, runner-up.
And it's here that you can sort of think about tactics because there's not a whole host of guys. It's Brian who might have to apologise because wasn't it Brian getting it all loose that put him offline?
In the championship last year, only just as we're seeing here. This is Veda overtaking.
Going to be going all over the place on the last lap. These guys, you know, are good riders, very intelligent anyway.
But Peter, that's pretty well it for Pratama.
Well, he came from that far back on the
finish there through one of the fastest sections of the circuit. That really
riders. So I wonder just
Daniel's down. Christian Daniel's gone down. Oh, that's a big shame in the final corner.
First lap, didn't he? But it's a different tale now. On to the last lap, then it is, and it is.
Took a lot of bravery there.
That did, and he did it beautifully, didn't he? Yeah. Absolutely superbly.
But as I was saying, he's taken out another rider with him. I couldn't catch which number it was. Oh, I think it's Tinez.
Hakim Danish that leads with Brian Uriarte on his tail, and they are. How far are they ahead?
Uriarte, I mean, it's one thing to come in your rookie season and shock everybody with no expectation, but what do you do? It's the Venezuelan rider, Kerman Tinez, the 77, goes down as well. Hapless.
They're over a second ahead of Veda Pratama. It's
when there is that expectation. Well, he's harnessing it and he's doing very well with it at the moment. In that, unfortunately for that duo, that's a big shame for them.
It is indeed, and let's hope